My home automation ideas video will likely have over 1 million views before the end of the year. So I wanted to go over with you the 5 most common mistakes I've seen with home automation and smart homes. Mistake 1, not thinking all the scenarios through. When people start smart home automation, they think something like this. When I walk into my living room at nighttime, I want the lights to come on and go off when I leave. Sure, that's a very easy scenario to set up. Just set it up in this WebCore app and the lights will come on when motion is detected by your motion detectors in the living room after sunset and before sunrise, or something like that. But wait, what about when someone's watching TV? That's annoying when someone comes in, the light goes on. Okay, so if it's dark, but if the TV is on, don't have the lights come on. And then things start to get more difficult from there. And soon you realize there are many instances when you don't want the lights to come on when someone enters the living room or go off when they leave. I recommend just having voice activation for most things and full automation for things you know 100%. I know every time I go into the pantry, I want my lights to come on, and every time I close it, I want my lights to go off. I know I want my lights to come on every night and to go off every morning without exception in my front and backyard. And that's the areas where you can do fully automated. Everything else, in my opinion, it's best to go with a voice activation. Mistake 2. Putting devices on different systems. There used to be 3 smart apps that worked really well together: SmartThings, IFTTT, and Stringify. Stringify no longer works the same, so WebCore has taken its place. The learning curve with WebCore is moderate, but once you learn how to set it up, it is even better than Stringify was. Every time I buy a device, it has to work with either SmartThings or IFTTT. If it does, then I can make those devices do almost anything I want. If you go solely through Alexa, for example, then in a few months, when you want something Alexa doesn't have on their system and doesn't work with their system, then you're stuck, and then you are able to buy that device. I have the SmartThings Hub, and I make sure everything I have works with SmartThings or IFT. And since everything from SmartThings works with WebCore, I can do almost whatever I want to with these devices. Watch my popular home automation video for more on that, but make sure you have devices that work all on the same system. Mistake 3. Replacing all your lights with smart light bulbs. The first thing people do when they start their own smart homes is they change all their lights to smart light bulbs usually. For most people though, a better option for smart lighting is actually smart light dimmer switches and not light bulbs. If you buy smart light bulbs and someone turns the light switch off, the light bulbs will not work to any automation you set up with them, so people have to always remember to keep them on. When a smart light bulb stops working, they are costly to replace as well. If you buy smart dimmer switches and you have visitors at your house or the internet goes down, your light switches will work just the same as regular light switches if you don't have smart light bulbs and you go with the smart dimmer switches, if that makes sense. Smart bulbs can be confusing with when the internet is down and for visitors. And so to have them turn on and off again, it's difficult to get them to work. Don't get me wrong, I have smart light bulbs, but they are on a switch that rarely gets mistakenly turned off, and they are just in my living room. The rest of my bulbs are smart dimmer switches and regular light bulbs. Watch my smart bulb video for more on this. Mistake 4, overlooking smart outlets. These things are amazing. You can turn a lot of dumb things in your house and make them smart simply by plugging them into one of these smart outlets. Everyone is different, but if you have a device that can turn on and off by cutting its power and connecting its power back again, then you can automate its on and off function with a smart outlet. Take my wife's hair curler, for example. I can turn it off or make sure it is off once I have left the house because I have it on a smart outlet. Some YouTubers put their whole filming studio on these outlets, so with just the command of their voice, their whole studio turns on and they're ready to record. Not all smart outlets are the same though. Some of them use a Wi-Fi signal, which leads me to the last mistake. Mistake 5 is using devices that use Wi-Fi home automation. Wi-Fi home automation has different languages. Z-Wave and Zigbee are some of those languages. The SmartThings Hub translates those languages so devices of differing languages can work together. Wi-Fi is also a home automation language, and while it is great for your computer and other things, getting smart devices that run on Wi-Fi instead of Z-Wave or Zigbee tend to run slower and more glitchy. To make matters worse, the more devices you have that run on Wi-Fi, the more likely your Wi-Fi is going to be glitchy throughout your whole house. So if you're using a lot of Wi-Fi smart devices, suddenly your computer isn't browsing as smoothly, or your streaming Netflix is choppy or lower quality, and so on. And there are two ways they can get slow Wi-Fi. First, they take up too much bandwidth by using all these Wi-Fi devices. And second, let's say you have plenty of bandwidth to run a lot of devices, just the amount of devices themselves on your network can slow it down. So even if you have a lot of bandwidth, the amount of devices will slow it down as well. So watch my video on smart outlets for more on that. They are amazing to get your house almost fully automated. I hope this helps you avoid the most common mistakes in home automation. Watch some of my other home automation videos like how to set the mood, and in my videos, I always talk about home automation, health, and travel. My videos are always mind-blowing and never waste your time. So like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.